Hello, fellow players of Hero Wars. I'm Jay. Welcome to Jay vs. Hero Wars. Today, I will be talking about some tips and tricks for the upcoming events and, real briefly, what events that, players should be interested in, especially if you're new. I realize a lot of us already know what events are coming out in June, but, sometimes just because you know what's coming up, you don't always know what events you should be looking at and what you should be doing to prepare for these events. So hopefully I can help us out. All right, guys. So a lot of you guys already know what we have for the June 2020 calendar for Hero Wars Mobile. We already know we've got Hero of the Month is Heidi. Whatever. It is what it is. Not a great hero. Not the worst hero, but not a great hero. But moving on, we've got great things coming up this month, as a lot of you guys already know. I'm just going to give you some of my tips for these upcoming events. The first event is a Titan event, which is awesome. My recommendation for you guys is to focus on this event. It's, in my opinion, the second best event that we have this month. Um, the reason for that is, first of all, it'll allow you guys to get closer to absolute Titans if you don't already. And if you already do, then it allows you to get more soul stones for mining gold or Titan potions. Um, Another thing that we got going on here is I want everyone who is free to play like myself to start saving Titan's summoning spheres, right? You need 40 for this event. Well, ideally you want 40 because as you guys can see here, number 6, Fulfilling Dreams, opening summoning spheres daily. You get Titan potions just for opening your summoning spheres, right? So that's a great deal. Normally you open them, you don't really get anything. But here you get more bang for your buck, if you will. I mean, I guess like because you get it for free, so it's not really a buck, but you know what I mean. That's the phrase we're going with. Save up those summoning spheres. And here I'm loading up the game here. I do the exact same thing, guys. So here I have 35 summoning spheres saved up. I'm hoping to get to 40 very soon before this event starts. And again, you just get these Titan potions, which are so helpful in upgrading your Titan powers. And as I was talking about in that merchant, right? For every soul stone that you trade in, you get 10 of these, tradable things. You can get nice items here. You get gold and Titan potions, right? Like I said. The next event that we have going on is the Luthor Event. Um, Good hero, but we've got a better event coming up for heroes if you're looking for really good heroes specifically. Luther's great for attacking a Martha, in the back, or if there's even like Lars and Krista. Let's say there's a Lars in the very back row and you want to attack him. Lars is great for that. Lars is a great backline attacker. Solid tank. Honestly, don't have a lot of negative things to say about him. Just that there's better balanced heroes than him. Plus, you can get him in Outland. And here we go. Here's a little quick pick of Luthor in Outland. Not someone that I'd highly invest in, considering the very next event, which in my mind is the biggest event for June. And especially for your new players out there that might not know exactly who to invest in, this is the event you want. This Krista and Lars event, this is one of the best events you could possibly get because not only does it have one of the twins, it has both of the twins. In addition to that, right, you have just a great pairing. Like if you use them together in a team, they're destructive. They're very destructive. Um, Teams you'll run it like you'll have problems against might include Rufus because Rufus can't get knocked out against magic attacks in in these situations. But far and above. Lars and Krista are amazing. Can't recommend you guys. This event is the event to watch. I know last month I said Kark was the hero to be, or the event to look for. This is the event to be prepared for. After that, we have the Cybernetics Skins event. This just improves all three of these heroes that I just talked about: Luthor, Krista, and Lars. These guys here, Luthor gains more health, really. Like you want him taking out more of your back line for longer. Not really. Lars, in the very back, he needs more protection. He gets armor here. Just makes him more annoying, assuming that these are correct, right? Krista gets more health. I've seen a lot of people use Krista as a tank on her own. So that just isn't really great for people facing these Krista Lars Krista Lars combo teams, the twins. There's a bunch of bundles. I'm not going to go into those just because free to play, it really doesn't. I mean, I'm not going to buy any of these. There's a ×4 event. Again, I'm not a participant in that, but for those of you interested, that's the best time to buy emeralds if you're going to buy emeralds, because it's one of the few times there's actually a good deal. If you can call it that. I don't know. We have Elmer here. Decent hero, great defensive hero because he can split himself up. I don't really like him for offense. Just, I don't know. He's very dependent, and there's a lot more attackers that do a better job of doing the same thing as taking out the opposing team faster. And again, you can get him in Outland, so using Outland coins. So I'm focusing on getting Luthor right now, but Elmer is, of the Outland choices, I don't know. Him and King Mao to me are comparable in terms that they're very niche heroes. Both are good, but Luthor and the one that I like even more than that is Jorgen in those Outland choices. So those are some of the ones that I would focus on. But yeah, we have an Elmer event. So we have that Elmer event. And then we have Satori, which is one of my favorite Magic attackers. You can get his soul stones in the Highwayman shop. This is the one that in that Highwayman shop I focused on, and I got him to absolute real quick because he can deal mad damage, and in Outlands can single-handedly take out the boss. I mean, really, really great hero. It might take a little bit of time to see that investment just because his health isn't always up to par, but those fox marks, man, they do some damage for sure. Then we have a runic millstone, so a rune event. Not a big fan. It's not like it's a big deal. Like it's this is just something for glyphs. Doesn't really do anything for your artifacts, which is what I would prefer. I'd like an artifact event. I know. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. Not a bad event. We get stuff like, we get runes from guild activity regularly. After that, we have the Jew event. Jew's a great hero. I mean, you got Krista and Lars, and you got Jew. That's like three of the best heroes in the game, all in the same month. So Jew is a great attacker. He is relentless. I love him. For me, I get him too late in game because I'm a free-to-play player that it just doesn't make sense for me to invest a lot in him until I already have my first two teams done. And I'm not quite there yet. I'm hoping to finish Lars and Krista, get really close after this month. And Jew will be on, another team for sure. Jew is a great attacker. If you have him on your main team, you're doing everything right because Jew, relentless. Great attacker, takes out opposing teams, no problem. No problem at all. We got some more bundles, but that is essentially what we're looking at this month. And I hope some of those tips helped you guys out. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in Dominion.